We've been taught to treat joy as if it's a reward, something that we have to bust our balls for and work so hard to achieve. It's something that always comes after. And do you ever stop to wonder, what is the point? What is the point in our day-to-day if we are not experiencing joy, if we're not living a life that we love, and that we're putting it off until someday, until everything is perfect, until the timing is right? So what if I was to tell you that maybe joy has been the point all along? So if you've been waiting till you have more time, more money, everything is perfect in the universe for you to start enjoying your life and finding joy, well then today is your wake-up call. So I think that we need to debunk that myth, kill that narrative once and for all. Joy is not something that you need to earn. Joy is the goddamn point. I want you to think about, if you got to the end of your life and you zoomed all the way out, and I could promise you one of the biggest regrets that you would ever have is delaying joy. Is that not enjoying every single day of your life, not finding some simple pleasure or some simple joy in your life every single day, because you might get to the end of your days and go, well, shit, what have I done? I didn't enjoy my life. I worked. I did chores. I made sure the house was clean all the time. I, did all these things, but none of them brought me joy. We have, society has conditioned us to put that joy off, to put joy off, to put other things first, like that constant messaging that we need to do more, have more, be more. That comes at an expense, and that expense is the enjoyment of our day-to-day life. So today I'm here to tell you that joy is the point. Joy is the fucking point. And we're going to talk about finding simple joys in your day-to-day life that you can create moments from, that you can cherish throughout the day. And they don't have to be big, joyous occasions. They get to be the small things. So what does joy look like for me? Well, morning coffee in the quietness of the home, or stepping outside and getting that first morning breath of fresh air when the world is still quiet and still. Oh, amazing. It is taking time to sit out and watch the sunset and to appreciate Mother Nature and all the beautiful colors that come out with it, to slow down and take a breath. It is family games night when we are laughing, barely laughing, and just enjoying each other's company. No distractions, no phones, no television, just us together doing something to make us laugh. It is spending time with my puppy and cuddling him and walking him and just absolutely taking in every moment of his puppy cuteness. It is turning on the most fun music and dancing in my lounge room like nobody is fucking watching, and just letting go and just having some fun and moving my body. It is deciding to cook something from scratch, to pick some random recipe and just to go for it and to bake up something beautiful and fun and just see where it all takes me. And releasing the perfectionism of the outcome of it and just doing it for the sheer joy of doing it. It's about spending time doing things that I love that is not on a fucking phone. This is, sitting down and just doing a word search and having 5 minutes to myself to breathe and just to disconnect from everything. It is sewing something for the fun of sewing something. It is learning new skills, learning to watercolor paint, no matter how crap that it turns out, because it's just about the joy and the fun of it. Learning to cross stitch or just doing little creative things. It is being out in my garden and planting plants and watering them and nurturing them and seeing them grow, to see what it is that I can do and to have it bring me beauty in the future. It is reading a book on the couch on a rainy day. It is a bubble bath by candlelight just because I fucking can. It is dancing in the kitchen while I cook with the music on and just having a great old time with a glass of wine. It's these little things that are the joy. We need to talk about why this shift matters. This shift matters because we are conditioned and we are taught to chase the big things. All right, to seek joy in these big things, these big moments. You know, the having the babies, the getting married, traveling overseas, the buying the first home, all these really major milestones, which are awesome and amazing, do not get me wrong. But what we're taught is to forget about the small things, you know, and the reality is that these big things, as amazing as they are, they don't happen all the time. It is about finding those joys. You want to get to the end of the life and being like, I truly loved and enjoyed my life. Hustle culture has also taught us that productivity equals joy. So the more that we hustle and the more that we do, then we will have that joy. But you get to a point when you realize that's just bullshit you've been sold. You know, it's a bullshit lie that you have been sold because you don't get that joy at the end. The harder you work, do you know what you get from that? You might get some more money. Yes, you might get the trip overseas and you might get to have some really nice material things. But ultimately, do you know what it costs you? You get burnt out. So it costs you your health. You're that busy working that you don't get to spend time doing the things that you actually love, and you don't get to spend time with your family. And that is time that you can never buy back. You know, there is something, you know, your time and your energy is worth more than any income could ever be. And the reality is of it is that if you were to die tomorrow and that you couldn't go to work for any reason, they would replace you within a week. They would absolutely replace you within a week because you are expendable and you are replaceable. But do you know the places where you're not expendable and replaceable? Is at home with your family, is in your own life where you get to be that main character energy. So how does life feel now that I'm prioritizing joy? Well, it feels how you would expect it to feel. It feels amazing. When I prioritize joy and I have daily joy, guess what else I have? I have daily presence, where I'm present in the moment, not thinking about anything else. When I'm focusing on prioritizing joy every day, the other thing that it does for me as well is that no matter what has happened that day, is that my mind will shift to think about the joy that I had that day. So the noise around me quietens down. The drama, the chaos that is life becomes more bearable because the thing that I focus on is that one bit of joy, even if it's just 5 minutes a day. That's the thing that I remember. Not everything else that had happened before that moment. The other great thing as well, I live harder. I laugh louder. I love more. Every day that I prioritize joy and I get to do this, I feel more like myself. It also means less anxiety, less doom scrolling, because the more I prioritize joy, the busier that I become doing things that I actually love. So it doesn't leave time for me to sit there just doom scrolling on my phone or binge watching a TV series just to escape, because I don't have that need to escape as much because I am creating that joy around me to live my life. And a little sneaky thing about joy or anything like that, it's energy, right? It is energy. So when you take time to prioritize joy and in turn you're feeling happier and making yourself a priority, the universe sees that, right? And it reflects it back to you as well. So the more that you go looking for joy, the more joy that will come into your life as well. It is a game changer. So what is it that I really, really want you to know? You do not need anyone's permission to start seeking joy in your life. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait until life is easier or everything is perfect or the laundry is folded or whatever it is, any excuse that you're giving yourself not to experience joy. You do not have to wait. You have the power to start choosing joy every single day. even if it's just 5 minutes, even if it's less, if it's just one little thing that brings you joy, you have the power to bring that into your life. But you have to start choosing joy on purpose. So where to start? Start by picking one small thing, teeny tiny. It doesn't need to be a big thing, it just needs to be something small that you can do. Maybe it's make a playlist to play in the car on your commute to work with all your favorite songs that just make you feel so good. A task that would literally take 5 minutes, and then you get to listen to it on your commute, could just change the energy that you bring to the day. Sip a cup of tea or a cup of coffee in the quiet. Light a candle. Put on your favorite song. Put your phone down and be fully present in that moment of joy, whatever you pick. Don't overcomplicate it. Pick something small and easy. All right, just think about the things that you love and that bring you joy. You know, is there a favorite song that you like to dance to? Put it on. Is there a favorite meal you like to cook? Make it. Don't overcomplicate it. Choose something small. And when you start choosing something small for yourself, it will have this flow-on effect. It will snowball. So once you can start doing one small thing consistently and you schedule it and you prioritize it like it's a goddamn doctor's appointment that you cannot miss, you are choosing yourself in that moment. You are choosing happiness. You are attracting that energy, and that will flow on into your life to make such a massive change down the track that you won't recognize yourself. Choosing joy is really just a micro shift. You know, to disconnect, to reconnect, like we spoke about the other week. This is just a build on from that. And these little things that we start doing can start improving your life and helping you to be more connected, to slow down, to live intentionally. So I'm going to ask you a question. What's one small joy that you're going to choose today? So whatever your joy that you're choosing, leave it in the comments so that I can see it. I would love to see what you get up to. Together, let's build a life worth living now, not later. And if you're ready to start choosing joy now, then I created a little something for you. It's called the Soft Life Starter Kit. It's a gentle guide that I created to help you to reconnect with yourself, to help you to start living softer, slower, and more intentional. One beautiful micro shift at a time. And of course you can grab it, the link is in the description. Thank you so much for tuning in today and giving your time to me. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a fabulous week and choose lots of joy, and I'll see you in the next video. This is taught and we are conditioned. Why can't I speak today?